জি।
আচ্ছা, is JavaScript asynchronous?
JavaScript is actually a synchronous, single-threaded, non-blocking, single-threaded uh, programming language. An asynchronous language is some asynchronous language is a language that that can run multitask at the same time. But in JavaScript, when an execution works, another work cannot continue simultaneously. But there are some ways like asynchronous ways how you can make JavaScript asynchronous so that it doesn't block so that asynchronous code doesn't block the normal code execution, and it is put in an event queue, and when the result is ready, it returns to the JavaScript runtime and the result is shown. So mainly JavaScript is a synchronous language, but there are ways in which we can use it as an asynchronous language.
Okay. What are the difference between double equal and triple equal?
Double equal is implicit equality checker, and triple equal is strict equality checker. Double equal double equal does type conversion before checking, and it makes the type of the both side to a similar type, and then checks if only the value is equal. But triple equal checks both the value and the type. If one of the values or types are unequal, then it returns false. Double equal
Okay.
follows some rules to check, like if there is a number and a string, it first converts the string to a number and then compares the both ones.
Okay. Then explain this keyword.
This keyword is mainly used when calling a function on an object context. This keyword may have different values. It depends on the context. Like if this keyword in a function refers to the object which it was called on, and if it is used in a global context, the window is the default object and the value of this keyword. And we can change the value of this keyword by using bind, call, and apply.
Okay. Explain next question. Explain scope and scope change in JavaScript.
Scope is scope is uh, scope is the area where a variable is accessible. Like there are three main scopes in JavaScript. They are global scope, block scope, and functional scope. Global scope is variables declared in a global scope can be accessed from anywhere in the document, and variables that are declared inside a function has functional scope. And block scope variables declared with var keyword can't have a block scope. Only variables declared with let or constant keywords can have a block scope. Variables that have block scopes are only accessible inside the block or where they are declared, and not in the function they are declared.
Okay. Next question. What is closure in JavaScript?
Closure is the accessibility of a function to the variables to the variables in its in its own context and in its parents context and to its grandparent context, and thus up to the window object. Thus the closure keeps a reference of all these variables, and that's it.
Okay. Next question. What are the difference between null and undefined?
Null and undefined both are falsy values, and they are keywords in JavaScript, and but the difference between them is null is set to a variable intentionally, and undefined is set to a variable unintentionally. It may be some missing values when declaring a variable, or an unknown, or a property of an object that doesn't exist, something like that. And null must be set to a variable. A variable cannot have the value null automatically.
Okay. Next question. What is event bubble and what are the benefits of event delegate?
Event bubbling is a process that that is when an event happens, it isn't confined to the exact element where the event has happened. It moves up to its parent element and grandparent, and thus up to the window, and that is the main document. This is event bubbling. And event delegate is capturing the event from the parent element and doing something with this event. Event delegate is very useful when attaching event handlers with the elements, because when we can use event delegate, we can declare just one event handler, and it will be set to all the children element. It can be set to all the children elements, so it doesn't require that much memory. It doesn't consume that memory. And it is also useful when adding elements dynamically, and we don't need to manually add event handlers to all the elements. So it reduces memory leak, and it makes web applications much faster.
Okay. Next question. What are the difference between var, let, and const?
Var, let, and constant are both are ways to define variables, but var has a functional scope. It can be accessed from a function, even if it is declared inside a block. But let and constant has block level scopes, and they are accessible only inside the block they are declared, and not inside the function they are declared. Also, variables declared with var and let can be changed. Their values can be changed, but variables declared with constant can not be changed, but constant is mutable. That means if an object is declared with constant, it can have its properties value changed.
Okay. Next question. What are the difference between normal function and arrow function?
There are many differences between normal function and arrow function. Normal function has this keyword by itself, which indicates to the object that it's called on, but arrow function doesn't have this type of this keyword. If we want this keyword, we have to set it to the function, or it will be solved lexically. And there are argument and an object like array named arguments in normal function, but there isn't any in arrow function. And another difference is that arrow function can as this keyword is solved lexically in arrow function, it can retain its context, but normal functions loses its context. And normal function must have a return statement if it doesn't want to return an undefined value, but arrow functions that are declared without curly braces and only has one expression can returns that expression automatically.
Okay. Next question. What are the uses of map, storage, filter, and find?
Map is used when we want to get a new array from another array, and for it shouldn't be used we can use it if we don't have any other tools that can meet our need. And filter is used to get a subset of the elements that are inside the array, and find is used to select only one element from the array.
Okay.